Every day, while you're working, saving, and trying to get ahead, someone is quietly taking money out of your pocket, and you never see it happen. No bill, no receipt, no vote. Your bank balance looks the same, but its buying power is shrinking. Your future is getting cheaper, and the people doing it insist they're helping you. This isn't income tax. It isn't sales tax. It's older, quieter, and more destructive than both. It's inflation. The same tool that hollowed out Rome's denarius, collapsed France's assignats, destroyed Germany's mark, and wiped out Zimbabwe's dollar. Not by accident, not overnight, slowly, until the middle class was erased. This isn't conspiracy. Inflation is sold as a natural force, like weather. Something that just happens. A little rain for the economy. But that story is nonsense. Inflation doesn't fall from the sky. It's created, designed, chosen. Every time new money is printed or digitally created, every unit you already hold becomes worth less. Not because you failed, but because the rules were changed against you. Think about what money is supposed to do. It's a store of value. You trade your time and energy today so you can use that value tomorrow. Inflation breaks that promise. It tells you, work now, but don't expect to keep the reward. The longer you wait, the more we take, and the genius of it. Most people never connect the dots. Prices rise, wages lag, savings feel pointless. But nobody gets angry at a specific law or politician. The blame is blurred. That's why inflation is loved by those in power. It hurts everyone, but points at no one. This trick is ancient. In the Roman Empire, silver coins were trusted across the known world. Soldiers were paid in them. Merchants accepted them. For a while, they meant something. Then, wars got expensive. Empires always run out of other people's money first. So emperors did something clever. They kept the same coin, the same face, the same stamp, but quietly mixed in cheaper metals. Less silver, more copper. On paper, nothing changed. In reality, every coin was weaker. At first, people didn't notice. Why would they? The number on the coin was the same. But over time, merchants demanded more coins for the same goods. Soldiers complained. Prices climbed. Trust evaporated. The economy slipped toward barter and hoarding real metal. Rome didn't collapse because of one debasement. But this poison ran through its veins for centuries. A slow bleed, not a single wound. Fast forward to revolutionary France. The monarchy was gone. The state was broke. So they printed paper money, claiming it was backed by seized land. It sounded modern, progressive, smart, until they printed more and more. The land didn't multiply. The paper did. Soon, nobody wanted it. Farmers hid food. Cities starved. Bread riots exploded. Life savings turned into wallpaper. Once again, no official tax hike. Just silent destruction. Then came Weimar Germany. The textbook case, but people still don't learn from it. After World War I, Germany owed debts it couldn't pay. So it printed, and printed, and printed. At first, it felt like relief. Then it became madness. Money lost value between morning and evening. Workers were paid twice a day. Children built toys out of banknotes. A loaf of bread cost billions. Decades of discipline were erased in months. The middle class didn't just suffer, it was erased. Here's the part nobody likes to admit. Leaders didn't look at Weimar and say, never again. They looked and said, never that fast. They learned to do it slowly, quietly, just enough that people grumble but don't revolt. That's the modern system. During wars, inflation becomes patriotic. In Britain, in America, across Europe, governments spent far more than they collected. Printing filled the gap. After victory, flags waved. But savers paid the bill. Their pounds and dollars bought less than before. Debt shrank. The state moved on. After World War II, the United States carried massive debt, but inflation and growth ate it away. Politicians praised prosperity, but a big part of it was simple math: repay old promises with cheaper dollars. Then in 1971, the final leash came off. The dollar was cut loose from gold. No anchor, no limit, just trust. From that moment on, money became whatever governments said it was. And they discovered they could create as much as they wanted, as long as they did it carefully enough. People are told fiat money is normal, that it's stable, that experts are in control. But look at the results. Since then, the dollar has lost the vast majority of its purchasing power. Same for almost every major currency. This isn't a bug. It's the system working as intended. Inflation is perfect for governments drowning in debt. Why raise taxes and face backlash when you can just let prices rise and pay back what you owe with weaker money? Creditors lose, savers lose. But the balance sheet looks better, and no one votes against it because no one fully understands it. You see it in your own life. Your savings earn 1 or 2%. Inflation runs higher. Every year, you fall behind. You didn't spend. You didn't gamble. You just trusted the system. And that trust cost you. Where does that lost value go? It doesn't vanish. It flows to borrowers whose debts shrink in real terms, to governments running deficits, to asset holders whose stocks, houses, and businesses rise with inflation. Cash dies. Assets live. That's not an accident. That's design. In the 1970s, this became obvious. Inflation exploded. Families watched their savings rot. Wages chased prices but never caught up. Mortgage rates hit insane levels. It got so bad that the central bank had to crush the economy to stop it. Interest rates near 20%. Businesses died. Millions lost jobs. Pain everywhere. But inflation broke. The message was clear. Once unleashed, it only stops when something else breaks. And yet, we did it again. In 2008, the financial system imploded. Banks were rescued. Trillions created. They called it quantitative easing. Fancy words for money creation. Consumer prices didn't explode right away, so everyone claimed it was safe. But look where the inflation went. Stocks, real estate, assets. The rich got richer. The gap widened. Wages lagged. The hidden tax just changed its mask. Then 2020 arrived. Panic. Lockdowns, governments shut economies down and tried to replace them with printed money. For a moment, it felt like magic. Checks in the mail, rates near zero. Debt everywhere. But reality always collects. By 2021 and 2022, prices surged. Energy, food, rent. The bill came due. And once again, ordinary people paid. This isn't limited to rich countries. Argentina lives in this cycle. People spend their paychecks instantly because waiting means losing. Zimbabwe showed the end game. Lebanon showed how fast a middle class can be wiped out when banks lock doors and money dies. Different flags, same outcome. Economists will tell you a little inflation is good. That 2% is healthy. That it encourages spending. What they want to say is that even healthy inflation cuts your savings in half over time. Slowly enough that you accept it. That's not health. That's managed decay. So who survives inflation? History is clear. Not the loyal, not the patient. Not the people who do the right thing and save cash. The survivors hold things that can't be printed. Land, businesses, commodities, hard assets. Sometimes foreign currency, sometimes precious metals. They move, they adapt. They don't trust promises. In every collapse, the lesson is brutal. The system rewards those who understand it, not those who believe in it. Governments will keep using inflation because the alternative is honesty. And honesty loses elections. It's easier to rename it, redefine it. Blame supply chains. Blame shocks. Blame anyone but the printing press. But money doesn't lie. If more of it exists, each unit is worth less. Always, everywhere. Inflation isn't mysterious. It isn't natural. It isn't temporary. It's policy. And if you're not planning for it, you're volunteering to pay it. If this made you uncomfortable, good. That means you're paying attention. Don't let this be another video you forget. Learn how money really works. Question what you're told. Stop assuming the system is built to protect you. It isn't. It's built to protect itself. If you want more breakdowns like this, real history, real patterns, and no sugarcoating, hit subscribe. Because the future won't be decided by hope. It'll be decided by those who saw the game early and chose not to be the victims.